Nigeria is blessed in so many ways. If you take away the citizens, if you take away Nigerians from the country, we are nothing. So we Nigerians make up what Nigeria is. You know, for my previous video, I said that we are diverse and things like that. But and we are like very individualistic, unique people. Now, that attribute also has placed us in a certain category of people whereby um uh i won't say I won't say it has put us in a positive limelight all the time. No, sometimes it put us in a confusing situation where other countries, especially African countries, look at us and wonder what is happening. Um, I want to talk about the Regina Daniel. Some of you non-Nigerians, you will know Regina Daniel as a Nollywood actress. She started as a kid and then grew up in the industry. Okay, and then at some point she met a rich politician and married him, and you know the rest is history. Lately, or in the past few days, there's been some kind of dispute between Regina Daniel and her politician husband. I don't want to go into details of what happened, but our summary is that the guy is older than her by like 40 years. He's like 40 years older than her, or even more than 40. Let's say 40 years older than her, which is in Nigerian setting, it's not a big deal. People marry, and then if you go to like the upper northern Nigeria, where it's Muslims, they marry 12, 15, 8, men because of religion. So, guys, so many times, or you must have heard me hammer on the character of Nigerians. You must have heard me mention that um, out of the population of how many? 300 or almost 230 million citizens, only about 1% put us on the map when it comes to negative things. This girl, Regina Daniel, she got married to this guy. First of all, the man is older than her mother. The guy has older children who are older than Regina. You understand? Because in Nigeria, we have this thing, if I'm wrong, you can correct me, you Nigerians. We have this thing whereby a lot of people see marriage as an achievement. A lot of people see marrying a rich man as a way out of poverty, because let's say you want to go, somebody who is well-to-do wants to go and marry from a family. It's like, oh, you have come to save us, because as a man, if you marry this girl, the expectation is that you're going to take care of her, take care of her parents, take care of her family. There's so much responsibility there. Okay, so the story is that this girl must have seen this guy as a cash cow, and then she was pushed into marrying this man by her mother. I don't know if how true that is, but I think a responsible mother would kind of groom her child to grow up, get married to somebody her age. It's not that the girl was like a poor girl. It's not like she was struggling. No, she was doing well in Nollywood before she met this guy and married him. But now, Nigerians are all over this story. One thing I hate is that we Nigerians jump up, and then when things like this happen, we jump on it without waiting, because the thing just happened 2 days. A lot of people have already reached a conclusion. Oh, she is on drugs, or she was on drugs, or the guy beat her, he did not beat her. All of these allegations, why don't you Nigerians, or why don't we Nigerians sit back and wait a couple of days, because eventually the story is going to come into limelight. There's a Nigerian content creator, I think her name is Dr. Kemi. She went ahead and reached out to because she has access to the politician Ned. And then he told her, according to her, that lately Regina has been, you know, doing some drugs that her friends around her must have introduced her to drugs, you know. But you need to also understand that as a young girl, sometimes if you want to, aside from getting married to somebody because of money, because the person is rich, when it comes to love making, when it comes to fakafiki, you know, the guy takes off his clothes as a lady, a young girl. You look at the man of 65 years old, there's nothing there. In order for you to have sex with that man, you're going to get drunk with alcohol or other substances. I think that's my outside opinion. I think that's what kind of introduced her into doing drugs, because she's a very beautiful girl. Prior to marrying this girl, there was no scandal. She was well behaved. You understand? But my issue here is that Nigerians, please allow this thing a few days. Don't reach conclusion. Don't arrive at the conclusion. You were not there when it happened. You guys saw only a few videos here and there. You don't know what she did to the man. Okay, this guy has other wives. None of them has pushed him out like this into the limelight. Prior to Regina marrying Ned Nwoko, I never knew who this guy was. Apparently, they say he was some type of billionaire. I don't know. I don't know what he does as for business. I never knew him. You understand? So, but he has wives. He has a wife from Morocco. He has other wives from Nigeria. As a man, a reclusive man, you will not want maybe a young girl to put you out there. Okay, so this thing is just brewing. We want to know what happened, but don't reach a conclusion. Don't arrive at a conclusion. You Nigerians, please give it some days before, because most of you are thinking that this is like a content. You want to analyze it. No, I think they have a child. I don't know if it's a child or kids, but there's a child between them. Give them time to sort these things out, okay? Because most of you that are reaching a conclusion now, you'll be surprised tomorrow you will see her and the man sitting in front of a Mercedes, sitting at the back of a Mercedes, chauffeur-driven Mercedes. She will get back with the man. What will you people say? Please, don't arrive at the conclusion. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.